Tomorrow is the first day of school for nearly 1 million New York City students.
The city will also face the challenge of educating nearly 20,000 migrant students. CBS 2 political reporter Marcia Kramer here now with that story. Marcia.
Well, Maurice and Christine, officials say the usual return to the classroom chaos may be magnified for schools and teachers tasked with welcoming the children of migrants. The schools they go on one day will maybe miles from one, and they might finally end up, according to the governor, they may not find teachers who speak their language.
I think language is going to be a challenge, particularly in the early days. We can't always find someone in the exact language that a student was raised in.
Governor Hochul voicing one of the biggest concerns for city educators is some 20,000 children of asylum seekers asked to be marked present on day one of the new school year.
We have individuals coming from Mauritania, for example. I don't know that we have many teachers who are proficient in the language spoken in Mauritania. So we have real challenges. They're coming in from West Africa, South and Central America. So it's not just assuming that Spanish is going to cover everybody. It doesn't come close.
City officials have said that migrants arriving here speak at least 15 different languages. But finding teachers to communicate with the students is only one of the many problems. Getting them registered for school is another, according to the head of the teachers union.
We will not know probably until the end of September, beginning of October, of where all of the asylum-seeking migrant children are going to be. It's a combination of they're in shelters right now, so obviously the schools around them won't be able to take them all.
There's also the fact that some families are being given housing vouchers that will allow them to find apartments in all 5 boroughs. So a child might attend one school at the beginning of the school year, then be forced to transfer to another facility. It could be hard for some of them.
Especially on small children. Every parent worries, I want my child to be able to get to school safe. Safe to most parents means proximity. I want my child as close as possible in case anything goes wrong.
I asked Deputy Mayor Ann Williams-Isom about the problem of uprooting migrant children and moving them from one school to the other.
I don't want to talk about New York City traumatizing children. I want to talk about the trauma of children coming and making their way up to this place, and not having a national government that cares enough about the children that are making their way here to make sure that they get what they need.
Now, meanwhile, Mayor Adams is promising a great new school year for students with new reading programs, mindful breathing techniques to calm their minds, and improve food in cafeterias. But there's also the threat of a potential bus strike that could affect tens of thousands of students.
The potential for a bus strike. What are you hearing about it, Marcia?
Well, I'm hearing that a bus strike next week is still a very real possibility. It won't happen tomorrow or Friday, but some sources I spoke to say a strike could happen at the end of next week if talks break down. In fact, Teachers Union President Michael Mulgrew told me he's definitely worried that the bus drivers could stage a walkout.
A lot of people staying tuned. Thanks so much, Marcia.
Thank you, Marcia.